YouTube? Kelly Tech here with a complete afterthought review of my new Antec GX500 window case. I didn't have great hopes as this is a budget case at about the $60 mark, and I paid even less, but it does have some great features and some cons. First off, the front I/O has two USB 3.0 ports and two independent fan controllers with high, low, and off settings, and each controls 3 fans. The power and reset buttons are located there as well. Behind the motherboard tray, there's very little room for cable management, and with minimal hardware, I had to squish the back panel on. The front of the case, there is room for two 120mm fans with a removable dust filter, two 5¼ bays, and a 3.5-inch bay for a card reader, which is nice if you need one. The top of the case, you have two 120mm fans pre-installed with a removable grill and no dust filter, but both fans are set up as exhaust, so that's not as important. Both the front and top panels have a simple lock for removing. The front panel does have an easily removable washable dust filter. As you can see, I put in a couple of red LED fans for a little bling. But yeah, you just pop the washable filter out, clean it up, slap it back in there. It's actually really easy. I do like the way they designed it. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And in the back, you also have a dust filter for the power supply, and it is very positive locking. It's pretty well done. You really feel it click into place. This is one of the 3 fans that is included. I did remove this one for the sake of the LED fans, but it's a decent fan. Moves enough air, black cables, and is quiet enough. You do have the 5¼ bays are toolless, which is nice. There's a close up of the toolless bays. You have a SSD mount and hard drive mounting, and each of the hard drives have a couple pieces of plastic that mount to either side. They just stick on there and you slide it in. Again, positive locking, so you really know when it's in there. Now for the cons, the metal that they actually use is quite flimsy. I pulled the screws out of the power supply just to give you an idea of how flimsy that metal is. Now, it's a con in some ways, but not horrible, because once you get everything in there, side panels on, it stiffens right up. One of the things I didn't like about it is that all the expansion bay covers were all breakouts. So I went through, broke them all out, and added in some vented ones that I picked up at Fry's for a few bucks. So it's a little annoying that you got to add a little to what you've already paid, but you know, it is a budget case. $60 is a little expensive, I think, for it, but if you can find it on sale for that $40-50 mark, I think it's an excellent case.